welcome everyone. I see some familiar folks on here. Congrats for being a part of the first cohort, um, tribe cohort led by DJ Hapa and tribe. Most likely you participated in the session that he led the workshop a couple weeks ago, and saw kind of a taste of what tribe is about, context for it. And so we just want to, this is the part of program of the VR program where we are exposing you and your young people to different careers in VR and skill sets. So, you know, I'll let Hapa take it from here. He is, as you already have seen, world-renowned, worldwide DJ, actually presenting from Japan as we speak. So yeah, I'll let you take it from here, man. Appreciate everybody joining.
Thanks, Jeff. And thanks to Matt and the whole squad. Really appreciate all the work that's gone in on the back end, and excited to be here. And yeah, it wasn't a plan to be flexing here in Japan in the middle of the night, but I mean, this really is the beauty of this technology, which is what is awesome. I mean, I'm literally in a hotel room right now on a laptop, you know, on Zoom, and I've got my headset right here next to me, which we're gonna jump into VR in just a moment. But I wanted to kind of kick things off first and sort of set the table, because this is part one of a 4-part series that all of you have committed to, and we're really grateful for your commitment to this. I think this is going to be a great way to reach some of the kids that you serve, and we want to make sure that we arm you with enough background and give you the confidence to be able to lead your kids through this and the people that you interact with. So we're here for all of the questions. This is not a presentation of sorts where it's super locked in and we're rigid with the schedule of it. I do want to kind of kick things off the right way here, and then we're going to definitely have pockets of time where we're going to have you jump in. You're going to work on some things. We'll come back together. We'll all sort of keep track of the time in that way. I know once you go into VR, it's easy to kind of get lost. So I'm going to have you all set like a little timer and a little alarm to be able to come back in, like if we happen to lose you at some point. But yeah, that's sort of the general flow of this. My colleague Lee is here. He goes by T-Sickle. He is here with his camera off currently right now, and he's actually based in New York right now. And I mean, again, this is the coolest thing about the technology. And obviously we're just here in Zoom right now, but once we get into VR, you'll sort of see how great this is. I want to just sort of share my screen real fast. So Matt, if you don't mind, if you haven't already, can you spotlight my my little camera guy?
Yep.
You don't mind there. Sweet. And there we go. Okay, cool. So so this is Tribe. And let me jump in here and change this up. Okay, so here's our set list, day one. I'm curious because some of you may recognize some of these titles, or these might have you singing along or rapping along some of these titles of what we're about to go through on this set list for day one. But I'm going to start with a welcome. And so Tribe is a solution. We are a solution inside of the VR headset, but this also works with full color pass-through, full color video pass-through. So you can actually have what sometimes people refer to as augmented reality, which we've been referring to as mixed reality, where you can have the decks in front of you, but you can still see the world around you. And I think everybody, for the most part, should have MetaQuest 2s, I think is what you all probably have. For anybody who has a MetaQuest 2, you'll see the pass-through in black and white. For anybody who has a MetaQuest Pro, you'll actually see the pass-through in full color, which is a trip. It's a whole nother level. We do tend to think that we are living in the future right now. So we're just excited that you're all here. Jeff sort of gave a brief little introduction What I really want to do is I want to introduce myself, but I also want to get a chance for you all to introduce yourselves to one another. I recognize that some of you may know each other and may work very closely with each other. We want to get a chance to know who you are as well. So we're going to do something kind of fun right now while we're all here in Zoom, and we're going to allow you to essentially reintroduce yourself, literally. I would love for you all, I think at this point, most of you are incredibly savvy when it comes to Zoom. I want you all to change your name, and you're going to change your name to whatever you want it to be. This is your opportunity to create a DJ name. And I understand that some of you may be like, man, what, a DJ name? I don't even know. And you're scratching your head. And others of you are just like, yes, finally, I can let this out of who I really am. So what we're going to do is I would love for you to change your name in Zoom. All you need to do is go over to your little icon. There'll be the 3 dots. You can click on rename, and man, spelling counts. So throw that out there. We're going to give you about 2 minutes to go ahead and do that. And then I want to go around the room and get a chance to learn a little bit more about who you guys are and what brought you in here. Really quick though, while you're sort of changing that up, I've been DJing since 96 essentially, is when I would count the start of DJing. Started on cassette tapes, got into vinyl records. I think I may have mentioned this to some of you before, but I was the person who said, I will never DJ with a laptop. I owned a record store at the time, vinyl records, and was like, that's not real DJing. And here I am leading you all in a DJ course with no physical equipment in the freaking metaverse in a headset. So never say never. Those are 2 words that I've tried to remove from my vocabulary, is always and never. I sit at sort of the intersection of where the DJ world meets education and technology, and sort of in that space. And that's exactly where Tribe sits as well. So excited to be here, excited to be able to answer questions, excited to get you guys going. And yeah, we want to get a chance to know who you guys are. So I'm actually going to flip my screen over here real quick, and let me switch over here. Cool. So let's do this, man. Jeff, you got to change up your oh, there we go. Oh, you were ready. Jeff was already ready. Jeff was already ready. Matt, you still got Jeff's name on yours, and Lee's got to change up his name as well. But we're gonna go through this. Jeff, I'm gonna have you start things off. I'm gonna kind of put you on the spot. So all I want to know is your DJ name, and if you have any experience whatsoever with DJing or music, and or VR. Any experience with VR is also really helpful. And then just a song. First song that comes to mind, could be your favorite song, could be the last song you heard, could be anything like that. Go for it, man.
All right. DJ Silence, you got to say in the Caribbean accent, Demal, Silence Demal. Be my name. Music, not I don't have any experience with DJing or production. I have more on the lyricism side and the recording side. And then of course I have the experience with VR. You know, I'm learning VR as I go. And the #1 song, I think just because my 6-year-old makes me watch do these dance routines daily. Kendrick Lamar, All Right.
Okay. All right. Nice. Kendrick. All right. All right. We're gonna go with DJ Goose. Let him know, DJ Goose.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Yeah, Goose, or like, my name is Gustavo. I'm from a clubhouse in Listo America in Southern California. And yeah, I'm fairly well versed in VR and stuff. So I love all the VR stuff. I have the Pro ready to go with this.
Nice.
Stuff. So and the songs that came to mind right now, Shark, do.
Baby Shark. Oh
Baby
my
Shark
gosh,
one.
Goose.
I just
You're gonna get that all
you...
stuck in our heads, man.
I was like, what's catchy there?
Yeah, it is for sure.
Really
Awesome,
excited, really excited to learn.
Good to have you, man. And actually, I'm gonna modify this a little bit. I'm gonna remix this a little bit. So when we come around and we get your experience in VR, if you could just give me a score that you would give yourself in terms of your comfortability when it comes to VR on a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being like, I've never really used VR at all. Like, and then 10 being like, I use VR almost daily, or daily. Where are you in that on the scale of 1 to 10?
For me, I would say, I guess I'm a 10 plus or something. I use VR daily,
Okay.
and I dive into a little bit of programming or creating stuff for VR as well.
Yeah, yeah.
Fairly
You're an 11. Okay, all right. I love it. Love it. Okay, cool. Let's go with DJ Shu.
Hey everybody, my name is Galen. My last name is Shu, so DJ Shu seemed like the obvious choice. I would say my favorite song at the moment is Electric Relaxation by A Tribe Called Quest, because that's one of my favorites, but now my son is getting into this stuff and he's like, hey dad, have you ever heard of A Tribe Called Quest? And so it's kind of fun to like re-explore that stuff through my son's, introduction and his excitement, and my surprise that he's getting into like 90s hip hop. So that's my favorite song at the moment. My
Nice.
comfort level with VR is probably around a 4 or a 5. My first real VR experience was just a few weeks back when Jeff and Matt and I explored some stuff in VR, and that was kind of my first introduction. So it was really fun and really exciting, and I'm looking forward to this.
Nice, man. Nice. Yeah, thank you for sharing. DJ Shu. All right, sweet. Let's go with DJ TJ.
Hi, I'm Tori from McCory, but I'm gonna go by DJ TJ.
I gotta say it right. Sorry, DJ TJ. All right, let's go.
That's it. Now that's gonna sound good in here. Ticket, ticket. So my song right now will be Fireman by the Baby, just because the kids keep doing dances and stuff to that.
Nice.
And my comfort level with the VR is probably about a 3 or a 4. I can turn it on. I know how to put their free apps on.
Okay.
I can sign into the account and make sure everything paid for.
There you go. Hey, that's important. Can't get anything going if you can't get that going.
Yeah.
Awesome. Great to have you. Is it DJ Ibel or Ibel?
It's DJ IBL.
IBL or IBL.
Yes.
IBL. Okay, I see you.
What up, y'all? My name's Bill. I go by IBL. And experience in VR, I would say I'm like an 8 or a 9, but my song right now, it's just a song I'm jamming out to, or is it a song like I would throw on my DJ set list? What are we going for?
Whatever you prefer, whichever way you want to interpret that.
So I've been jamming out. Smino dropped a new album recently, and there's a Lee and Lovey, and it's got this real soulful, it just makes me happy.
Love it. Awesome, man. Welcome. IBL. All right, let's see. We've got Angel from Hope.
Peace, everybody. Yo, I can't change my name for some reason. I don't know where to find that. But anyways, I go by MPLS House. I'm a DJ here in the Twin Cities. I do have a little bit experience with VR, but what I'm really hip into is Contrada. I love Contrada. I think he's a dope producer and a dope DJ. So I've been just hip into that lately. All of his tracks are dope. So yeah. Peace.
Yeah. You talking about K-Tronada, yeah?
Yeah, Cake.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know how to say his name.
Yeah. Everything exactly. He touches is dope. Yeah. And what's your comfort level with VR?
I would say about a 3 or 4.
Okay. By the way, I appreciate everybody's, coming to the table honest with like where you're really at with all that stuff, and no shame at all if you've got more or less experience in any of this stuff. I mean, that's what we're doing these workshops for. So we really appreciate that. And by no means am I then like scoring you based on that. I just really kind of want to get a sense of what's in the room and how we should proceed in terms of some of the things that we're doing, and maybe even being pairing up some of y'all who have more experience with VR. Awesome. DJ D.
What's up? I'm Devin from Illinois, Kenosha, Teen Tech Center. I also had a problem. I just stuck with something simple, but I have been DJing for a while, and my DJ name is DJ Cool Ass Devin. But I just put DJ D for my other alias that I use, which is Don Juan De Niro.
Okay.
And I would say, man, if I had to put a number on to my skills with the VR, I would say a 2. I've
Okay.
used it once before, kind of got an idea how to use it. And then like I went out and bought my own. So now I'm trying to work it and figure it all out. So
Nice.
I'm learning in the
Nice.
process.
And do you have the Quest 2, the Quest Pro?
Yeah, I have the Quest 2.
Okay, cool. Awesome. DJ Get It Done, GID.
Yeah, yes, that's me. Ty Buckman. Get it done. I'm about getting it done, whatever I do. Even in this, I'm excited to get it done. It's a new experience. So I'm loving it. I am feeling right now, my daughter is like playing J. Cole like crazy, and he's a great lyricist. So right now I'm feeling I Let Nas Down. I love that song by J. Cole.
Yeah.
He's great.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm vibing to right now.
And your number, comfort level with VR?
Oh, comfort level, I put a 1 because I kind of am, but I have played a couple of games on them, and I've done a few things on them, but not much at all. So I'd say a 1 to 2, about where I am.
Okay. Awesome. Welcome.
Thank you.
Let's see. We've got, is it DJ Dux, D-U-X? Dukes, Ducks?
It's Dukes.
Dukes. My apologies.
No, you're good. I've always been like a huge Jean-Claude fan. So his older movies, Bloodsport, his name was Frank Dukes. Super old school cheesy. But song right now would be The Only One, the Black Keys. I don't know, just like the vibe of it and everything. VR comfort level, I'd say 5 to 7, somewhere in that range.
Okay.
Where, I can easily navigate install like the whole side quest thing to get like songs on Beat Saber and all that. So
cool.
Somewhere in that range.
Okay, great. Awesome, man. Welcome. DJ P Stone.
Yeah, that's me. My name is Alfred Barr. I'm the coordinator here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida at the Best Buy Teen Tech Center. The reason why I picked B Stone, B is the first letter of my last name, and I just thought it would sound cool to put Stone behind it. DJ B Stone.
Love it.
It's spur of the moment. The song that I just came to mind when you were saying this was Jay-Z 444.
Okay.
And when it comes to my experience with VR, I would say it's about 5.
Perfect. Cool. Awesome. Welcome, B Stone. DJ Solaz. Is that right? Solaz?
How's it going? Yeah, DJ Solaz. That's a play on my production name as well that I use. So I have some experience with music production, collect vinyl. I do like edits and stuff. But with VR, my experience is probably like a 2 to a 3.
Okay.
Pretty new. In terms of music right now, I've been listening to a lot of Larry June. I like the Alchemist album he did with Alchemist, and Summer Rain's been like probably my favorite song on there.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome in, Solaz. Let me see. Who haven't I gotten? DJ Millie.
So I'm the career pathways facilitator here in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Song that comes to mind, favorite song by Tootsie. That's one of my favorite songs right now. Experiments with the Ocklets, about a 5.
Okay.
I have a little bit of experience as I do teach the kids how to use it, but I only know the basics.
Awesome. Well, welcome, DJ Millie. All right. Looks like Rainbow Blight. Rainbow Blight.
Yeah. Hey, this is Emily. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. I chose it. I've been saving that name for my roller derby team that I planned on joining for the last 20 years, but now I'm in my 40s and I'm like not sure it's a great idea anymore. So I was like, I'll use it here.
Transition it to DJ. It was meant to be.
Yeah. In terms of experience, very little, like no DJ experience. For VR, I'm probably around a 5. And music right now, I'm really digging the new Gorillaz album with where they're collaborating with a bunch of other people, especially New Gold with Tame Impala and Booty Brown.
Nice. Love it. Welcome. Grim Sauce. That's a dope name, Grim Sauce.
Oh yeah, thanks. I'm Tate Grimshaw. I'm in Salt Lake City. I have a lot of musical instrument experience, but no DJ experience. And I'd say my VR experience is probably 3 or 4. Oh, and I've been listening to a lot of Yellow Man lately. So yeah.
Awesome. Welcome, Grim Sauce. I think we had 2 more here. Melone. DJ Melone.
Hi, I'm Melody Ortega from the Clues Best Buy Teen Tech Center in St. Paul, Minnesota. I'm blanking on a song right now, but my VR experience is probably like a 4.
Awesome. Cool. Welcome. And we've got, let me see, DJ Roxbury.
Hi, my name is Rashawn. I'm a tech assistant / intern over here at the Yaki Club in Boston. I got about a 1 experience for the VR stuff, no DJ experience. And I've been listening to a lot of like Griselda stuff, so anything Conway the Machine, Benny the Butcher, any of those guys.
Okay. All right. Nice. Welcome in. They threw you in here. I love it. Yeah, I love it. We're gonna go with Dennis the Menace to Society. Wow. All right, let's go.
Yeah, this also links into my VR world. Me and Jeff always link up in VR to get pumped up for these different things, and like it gets boring if there's the same name each time. Right. So I got a running list of DJ names. That's that from the Clubhouse network, and I don't know, folks that know me know hip hop has a deep little reach and full circle, and as it collides with tech and education that we're doing, and means a lot. So on that grain, I'll say that my song is going to be a origin song. I'm gonna give it a special ed. Let's say Got It Made, because the beginning of hearing If What You Got Is Greater, I'll trade, but maybe later, because my waiter made me tainted alligator souffle. Literally led me on a trajectory to this room right now. So yeah, and and the VR proficiency is growing, but not in my ability to stop getting old man dizzy every time I put it on. So, yeah. I'm gonna give it a 7 or so mind wise, but I'm still like a 2 or 3 physically. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Awesome. Well, it's good to have all of you guys here, and I'm gonna have T-Sickle introduce himself as well. Go for it, Lee.
Yeah, so name is Lee, otherwise known as DJ T-Sickle, and yeah, just community manager for Tribe, and wearing all the hats possibly can, and headsets. I own I have about 8 headsets right now, just sitting around me, just surrounding me at all times. But yeah, so I mean, just I learned to DJ, just background, I learned to DJ in Tribe. So I just always had an interest. I was into music, and but Tribe is really what unlocked it for me, because I just stuck at home in the pandemic and just trying to find out all the different things I could do and learn. And I wouldn't have done it otherwise. Like I wouldn't have invested in gear and learn to DJ. It's just a great skill to have. And then just meeting the people, it's called Tribe for a reason. It's because we share and express ourselves through music. So that's why this kind of thing is so exciting for me. And I'll speak for Hapa on that too, is just being able to connect to people remotely, doing back-to-backs with people in Europe and Australia. And yeah, it's just been an amazing journey for that reason. And I'm excited for this specific program. We did something similar for a youth charity in Ireland called Farage, and sort of training the trainers, and they've had some great results of dealing with the youth or whoever their client base is, and having some great results of people being able to put playlists together, like learning a skill, but also like these tracks mean something to me, and these tracks mean something to me of what's going on in my life. Or yeah, I don't know. It's just, it's sort of an amazing thing. So I'm happy to be here and like help out in any way. So that said, I'm always available. You have my email address. So if something comes up through these 4 weeks, if you're practicing on your own, you notice something, have a question, you can always reach out to me there or on our tribe Discord if you are a Discord person.
Yes. Thank you, Lee. And thanks for being here, man. Yeah, Lee is not exaggerating when he says he's got 8 headsets surrounding him right now and he wears a bunch of different hats. It's 100% true. So appreciate him being here and being able to contribute to this program as well. We may have some other mentors as well that might join us throughout the coming weeks, also to give you sort of some other folks from Tribe that you'll get a chance to see and possibly interact with. We are going to jump in to Tribe, and we are going to have a Zoom-like experience inside of Tribe in the second half of our session here. So we're actually going to be able to keep Zoom going on the back channel and then be able to jump into VR and essentially reconvene in VR. But before we do, real quick, I just want to throw this out here. I think it's really important with the sessions that I lead. I just really kind of want to set the table real fast. So we've got these introductions. We're going to get started. We've got this account set up and onboarding. No stress if you haven't gotten your account set up yet. I know that email went out fairly late yesterday, and our apologies for that. We want to make sure that you get onboarded correctly. Once we get into VR here and we sort of break, you all are going to get a chance to authenticate your accounts. Lee will be here to help work with you to make sure that you get authenticated correctly. You'll be able to get in headset and you'll be able to go through the onboarding. And that's exactly what we want you to do. And the onboarding is about 10 minutes, a little under 10 minutes to go through it. And we want you to really click through the entire process, because essentially the point of this program is to also model what this would be like for you to lead your students and your youth through this as well. The onboarding is incredibly dynamic. It has you doing different skills and learning where some of the features are, and even putting together a first little mix, like mixing between 2 tracks already in that initial onboarding, and it's all guided. So we'll do that, and then we'll sort of reconvene, and then we'll open up this room inside of Tribe, and you all will join this room inside of Tribe in the sort of last 15 minutes or so of our session. We'll also, I know that there's probably a ton of questions that will pop up throughout our time here. We're definitely here as a resource. And so if those questions come in the form of emails to us, we're totally down to field those. We'd love to address a lot of those too on these live sessions as well. This will be the most intensive. This will be the most you hear me sort of talking like this and sort of holding court in this particular way. We just want to get things kicked off here. And then, over the next 3 sessions, we're going to have a lot of lesson content that you all are going to go through that already exists in Tribe. So it's on-demand lesson content that is incredibly dynamic. It's 3D lesson content. It's with me and my avatar. And it'll be a little bit of a trip because you're used to now seeing me here somewhat in real life, and then you'll hear my same voice inside a Tribe. It's definitely a little trippy. But let me just do this real quick. The last thing here that I wanted to do was, let me see here. Here we go. Here we go. Wait, I went too far. Hold on a second. Let me go back. There we go. So five core values real quick. I just want to run through these. I would love to just, I'm not going to spend a ton of time on this. I think all of you as adults will fully understand this. This is a reminder more than anything. We're entering into a new space. And for a lot of you, you've put yourself out here. You've decided to be vulnerable. You've made a decision to be vulnerable and learn something new. Some of you have mentioned you're a 1, you're a 2, or a 3 when it comes to VR. I really appreciate you doing that and stepping out here and saying, hey, I'm going to learn something new here. And we want to really honor that. These 5 core values, I think, will help center us around what it is that we're meant to achieve over the next 4 days. I mean, the 4 sessions. And it really is about like creating this posture. So number 1, being present. So really to minimize the distractions that you have. When we get into VR, like you really have to minimize the distractions. You can't, text that person back. Like it really is some focused time. We're going to take some breaks as well, potentially through some of these times where there'll be some moments for you to check in on certain things. But I really want to give you permission to be fully present in these 1-hour sessions and really allow yourself to develop in that way, which kind of moves on to number 2, which is trusting the process. This is a process. It's going to take some time. You're learning a new skill on a new medium. That's not going to happen overnight. It is accelerated, and a lot of this growth is accelerated, but there is still a process. And so really lean into that and trust this process that you're going through, and be able to model that for your kids that you're serving as well, is that there is a process when it comes to that. I think some of us, I freak out if the Wi-Fi doesn't connect fast enough. If like I get a little loading error, man, so we live in that world today where we want everything right now. And when it comes to a skill set like learning to DJ, or like learning a medium, like these things take time. So definitely trust in that. At the same time, we've laid this out to be a process, a step-by-step process. So even like our onboarding that we're going to go through, some of you may have your inclination to want to just skip ahead. And I just really want to invite you to go through that process, because I think there'll be things in there, even for seasoned DJs or people like Goose, who are an 11 when it comes to VR. There's going to be certain things that are in there. They're like, oh, okay. All right. That's a different way of me thinking about it or seeing it in this way. Proper practice makes progress. You'll notice that, some of you are maybe used to perfect being in that phrase somewhere, and it just doesn't exist. And I think in the arts, it's really important for us to acknowledge that we're really focused on progression and being 1% better today at something than we were yesterday. Already, for you all, you're doing this. Once we get in the headset, you'll have achieved that next step. And we're really just focused on that next step. When it comes to the proper practice, though, we really think that that's important. We really want to give you things to actually work on. You'll see in the video lessons as well, there are things that you're actually working on. And so we have some guides to be able to help with that too, in terms of the proper practice. Positive thoughts produce positive actions. Obviously, that's a posture for sure. There's not many things that are 100% negative. I think we can see the positive in almost everything. And I think that's a decision and a choice. And so I think it's really important to not try to beat yourself up over I'm just not getting this. I just suck at this. You're learning something new, and try to see the positive in that. And again, modeling that for the young people that are around you, or you all are leaders. So, a lot of this is preaching to the choir here, and more of just confirming what we're already doing. And the last one I think is super important. Treat others the way you want to be treated. That's a golden rule, which all of you have heard before. And those are words that I live by. So without further ado, I think that's that. We're ready to go. We're going to take this time to, if you haven't authenticated your account yet, make sure to do that first. Lee, do you want to give any other instructions for the first step here in what they should do after they've authenticated the account, installing Tribe if they haven't done already, and then jumping in the headset?
Yeah, so I've got a bunch here. I think about 10 people here. I've got Raphael, Miguel, Emily, Devin, Ty, Gustavo, Tate, Galen, Shatori, and Melody. So if I haven't gotten an email from you, just send one over after you've done that process that was described. And what's going to happen now, once I have that information, I basically can grant you the subscription, which is basically just giving you access to all things Tribe. And what you're going to do is you're going to download Tribe, if you haven't already, onto your headset. So you do that by going into the store, the Meta store, And because we're now sort of a free trial subscription, that's, you know, the whole change that happened this past week, you should be able to just hit get. So it's going to download. You won't have to pay anything. It'll download. It may take a minute or two. It's about 2 gigabytes total. So I would start to do that now if you haven't already, as I kind of explained some of this stuff. And once you download it, basically what you're going to do is you're going to click sign in. There'll be sign up and sign in, right? If you've never run Tribe before, you'll get those 2 options. You're going to click sign in, enter the same email that you sent over to me that you entered into the Tribe website, and it'll basically send you a verification email. So it's a similar thing where you click the magic link, and basically it's going to verify that you are who you say you are, and it will know now on the back end that you're a subscriber. So then it should bring you right into the onboarding process at that point. But if we can get everybody to have Tribe open, start the sign-in process, that'd be great.
Yeah, awesome. And then if you, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna give this some time here. We're also gonna allow you to go through the onboarding. We'll do that. We'll give this about 10 minutes here, and we'll have you do that. If you need help, feel free to reach out to any of us. Reach out to Lee. He's on standby to be able to help walk you through it. And then, yeah, for those of you, you all should be able to get into your headset now, be able to go through that process. I'm going to do the same, and I'm going to set up a little room for us to reconvene in just a moment here. So we'll put like 10 minutes on the clock. Just kind of, if you've got your, also one other thing is make sure if you haven't authenticated yet, like have your email open on something. So even you can do that on the phone, on a mobile device, but you'll have to come out of the headset for a moment to be able to authenticate within your email. You'll kind of have to prop up your headset on top of your head or something like that. Cool. All right, 10 minutes. Let's do it. Feel free to walk through the onboarding if you're already set up. If you've already done that, feel free to jump into free play for the 10 minutes. And again, don't be shy if you need any sort of assistance.
I have a question. It's for anybody, I guess.
Yeah.
I want to make sure I'm doing this right. So I'm doing everything right now in my headset, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Because I see my email. But
Yeah. Did you get your email and you authenticated all of that already?
okay, I got my email that I've been that I have an account added to the subscription list.
Okay. Okay. Awesome. Lee, are you still there?
Yep. So have you downloaded Tribe in your headset?
It's downloading now.
It's downloading now. Okay. Yep. So you're on the right path. When it's done downloading, then you're going to launch it. And then in there, you're going to click sign in and you'll go through that email process one more time.
Okay. Thank you.
Bro.
Were you able to hear that, Lee?
I did not hear.
The audio come through?
No.
Track? No. Okay. All right. Me. All right, folks, if you can hear me, we got about 5 more minutes. So feel free to keep going through what you're doing, but we got about 5 more minutes and then we'll come back together. We've got a 2-minute warning here. Give you guys 2 more minutes.
So, Hapa, if people aren't able to get it going for, there's various reasons like headset issues or battery or, so what would your suggestion be? Not to get ahead, but maybe so if somebody's struggling, they wouldn't have to worry too much.
Is this Grim Sauce with the controllers not working?
Yeah, I've heard someone else had a low battery, so I just think probably there will be people who won't be able to get it done in this short time frame. So just what your recommendation would be.
Yeah, I'm gonna spin up a live stream here, and then we're gonna switch to Tribe though, the live stream in Tribe, and they can join from a web browser.
Great. Yep, and as mentioned, I'm around. So if we have to finish up with some troubleshooting, we can do that at a later time, later today or whenever. So just to email me.
Yep, perfect, awesome.
And hey, Lee, are you? I know we're 10 minutes to the hour. Lee, are you jumping off right at the hour, or will you be around for a couple minutes if there's more?
I'll be around for a couple minutes. Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe 10, 15, and then I got to bounce after that. But I'll definitely stick around as much as I can. Yeah.
All right, I got a second too, so I'll leave the Zoom room open with you if anybody winds up needing a little bit extra troubleshooting.
That's good. So yeah, we'll do overtime after Hapa gets through his session. We'll just we'll stick around just a little bit for anybody who has questions.
Okay.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you guys. All right, let's do it. Let's bring you guys back in here. So if you can do me a favor and just come back into Zoom for a moment. You're just gonna kind of raise up your headset a little bit so you guys can still see here. You're probably just seeing me as my avatar right now. I'm actually in VR at the moment. I'm inside a Tribe currently. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up what we call a video call. Think about it like Zoom inside of Tribe. And so for those of you who are in headset, you'll be able to join my video call. You'll see it pop up. So if you go to your home screen, you'll see that there's different calls that are on the right side that you'll see a live tab. It's like a red live tab. You won't see this open yet because I'm going to open it up real quick. And then once I open it up, I want you to be able to click on that and you'll say join call. So you'll be able to do that. Now, if you're already if you're still in the onboarding, you'll skip through to be able to then come to the main home screen. So at this point, you can always revisit the onboarding later. But right now I'm going to have you skip through so that you're actually in the home screen and you're in what we call free play. So I'm going to go ahead and open up a room there. For those of you who are having some trouble with your VR headset, or you want to just be able to join from a web browser, you can do that. So what you would actually do is it's live.tribexr, and maybe Lee, if I could have you write this in the chat. It's live.tribexr.com/Coach Hapa. So COACH HAPA. And let me go ahead and open up the live room right now. Let's do that here. Here we go. All right, I'm going live right now. Check. There we go. Spin, anger fist. What's going on, guys? We are hosting a workshop right now that is for some educators and some folks from a community. So let me see. Lee, you're in the live as well, right? Can
That's correct. Yep.
My audio coming through just good.
Say something again.
Check. Audio coming through.
Yep.
And you're hearing track.
Yep.
All right, cool. So we are welcoming in some of our friends here from the Clubhouse Network. Come on in, folks. And yeah, there we go. Give this a moment.
Yeah, it's just as a quick intro. This is like Hapa said, it's basically kind of Zoom in the headset. if you show your view, Hapa, what you're seeing, because it's really awesome. You can actually connect to people that are around the